Hey family, on November 20th through December 1st, 2022, we will have the all-inclusive Kenya trip. Now, a lot of times people have said, hey, Phil, when's the next trip we'd like to go? I want to see Africa for myself, but this is the time to go. Everything will be taken care of. All excursions are paid. You can do monthly payments. You know, they'll have safari and a 6-city tour. You will see Charlie Island, which is something that we did not see last time on the tour. This tour will be 12 days instead of 7 days. So make sure to secure your place on the trip by going to www.wbsvs.com, make your deposit, and then you can start making your payments, and we'll see you in Kenya. So the Deleware State University, their lacrosse team was returning from playing an away game in Florida. And the women's lacrosse team was pulled over in Georgia by deputies for a traffic stop. Now, the coach of the team believes the officers racially profiled the students, asking them to admit to trafficking drugs in their bags before a search was conducted. Now, I want y'all to see, you know, this particular video here. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Why I'm coming on the bus right now is to tell y'all, look, we're gonna check y'all's luggage. Okay? If there is anything in y'all's luggage, we're probably gonna find it. Okay? I'm not looking for a little bit of marijuana, but I'm pretty sure you guys as chaperones are probably gonna be disappointed in you if we find it. You guys are on a lacrosse team, correct?
Yes.
So if there is something in there that is questionable, please tell me now. Because if we find it, guess what? We're not going to be able to help you. Okay? You go over to the state of Georgia, marijuana is still illegal in the state of Georgia. Okay? Anything that you can put marijuana in, maybe a device where you smoke it, maybe something that you would weigh it, like a set of scales, anything. Okay? If there's nothing, then I'm thankful to make my job a lot easier. We're going to get this done, and we'll have you guys on your way. Okay? Do you guys have any more questions for me?
Oh my God, he's scared the shit out of me.
Now, the sheriff's department said the vehicle was pulled over because the driver, Tim Jones, a black man, violated traffic laws when he drove in the left lane. It said a section of the highway buses are not allowed to use. It said when the bus or motor coach is preparing for a left turn or moving from a HOV lane. Now, witnesses aboard the bus report the race soldiers proclaimed that they were doing a drug sweep, searching the young women's luggage, as you saw, in search of possible narcotics. Of course, we had viewed the video of somebody that captured on the bus. And, you know, the way this guy approached these young girls, these are college girls. These are college girls. Why would they be trafficking anything? But, you know how they are. Now, he said he went on to inform, you know, the athletes, he said, who are drug tested at the coach's discretion, you know, about it being illegal in the state. Even if he found scales or tools to smoke, they'll be problematic for him. Now, Pamela Jenkins, and say the head women's lacrosse coach for the school, said the deputy quickly went to marijuana, which stereotypically is unfortunately associated with black Americans. He said that's the first thing he went to. It said Jones was asked to open the trunk of the bus for inspection. The deputies called for support, which, as you saw, the K9, and they went through the students' personal belongings. Said the players reported officers rummaging through the items as they're tossing out underwear and feminine products as they searched for narcotics. So, you know, that's embarrassing on the side of the freaking road. And of course, nothing was found. They said the bus driver said he said race played a part in the stop and search. Well, of course. Yeah. I mean, shoot. He said, I felt that, of course, we're in Georgia. There's some racial issues and there's racial issues related. Now, let me tell you something. Once you get out of that Atlanta area, outside of Atlanta and those surrounding areas of the Atlanta Metroplex area, Georgia turns into, you know, Clansville. OK, so you got to be careful with where you're going. If you just stay on that major highway and not be places you don't need to be, don't do that. I always tell people, you go into Georgia, you know, do your thing or whatever. That's why I'm not a big proponent of being on the road a whole lot. I actually prefer to fly. You know, I would be like, man, could you fly to girls' places? you sure eliminate a lot of that traffic stops on these highways when you are actually flying different destinations. But they said that I really had a problem with them going through our stuff. It says a bus full of females, and it was invasive. It say of them to go through our personal belongings, was more than what they said about being in the left lane. Say because they brought the dogs. Yeah, I guess they thought some black girls from Deleware State University is out here trapping. I mean, yeah, they whole El Chapo and everything, right? It doesn't make sense. Now it says that Emily Campanelli, a senior lacrosse player, offered her biggest surprise was seeing the dogs. She said that shows the immediate effects of driving while black, especially through southern states, and it makes you wonder how many people this happens to on a daily basis and how many people experience this worse than us. She said, I truly believe it was an illegal search and seizure because there was no probable cause to search the bags. There was no evidence or smell. Now, Campanelli, she is white. And she said she immediately saw a group of athletic girls, you say, and she, have let us continue. He said, but he said the majority of the team are black women, and it was a different result. It's a sad day we had to encounter. He said, but I'm glad everyone came outside. Now, Sheriff William Bowman, he said, who is black and lead the deputies that searched the team's bus, said that he will be following the facts, and if anything is proven wrong, the appropriate action will be taken. Of course, he's going to say he believes race wasn't a factor, but he reviewed the videos. Now, they said that Jenkins said she wants to apologize for the stop from the deputies. This is the coach. The coach ain't got nothing to do with that. It said Delaware State President Dr. Tom Allen released a statement expressing solidarity with the students and staff. That he knows the school does not intend to let this or any other incident like it pass idly by. And he said we are prepared to go wherever the evidence leads us. We have video, we have allies, perhaps more significantly, we have the courage of our convictions. Well, what they should do is definitely contact, their people, any kind of state representatives they have in Delaware and get them to get involved and address this. Like, why are you pulling over college girls? All the crimes that you could be looking for in Georgia, and you're going to harass college girls on a lacrosse team. I don't know too many sisters that play lacrosse, just to be honest with you. And lacrosse has always been known kind of something more white people would play, just to be honest with you. So they on the lacrosse team, they doing what they got to do, and you're going to mess them over like I said, like they just trapping. You know what I'm saying? You got people crossing that border every day that's actually trapping, and you're not even harassing them like you're harassing these black girls that's from Delaware State University. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this mess. I hate that happened to those girls. I hate that. That's embarrassing, throwing out their feminine products on the road and doing all the crap that they were doing just to harass them on some BS.